Hi, everybody, and welcome to the CRAVE podcast. We are so glad to have you here. Tonight, we've got all four of us ready to roll, and our topic is going to be knowing what's best and doing what's best. So let me get all of y'all to chime in real quick and tell me how everybody is doing tonight. Miss Courtney, how you doing, girl?
I'm good.
Hi,
The children are asleep, so we're good. We're good.
And how you?
I feel bubbly, of course. I'm good.
I love it. I love it. Clarissa?
I'm live and ready to go.
All right, now. You did the church clap too, like, Lord, I'm running. Okay. Okay. So, knowing what's best and doing what's best. I can personally say I struggles. Struggle bus party of one right here because I know what I should do, but 9 times out of 10, I don't do it. So, am I the only one? Is there another?
Yes. All the time.
Okay. So, I would like to say too that I'm going biblical because this is the verse, and I feel like we are in good company because the Apostle Paul said, and I quote, the New Living Translation, I don't really understand myself, for I want to do what's right, but I don't do it. Instead, I do what I hate. That is me all day long.
What does he mean when he says he does what he hates?
Just the opposite of what you're supposed to do. I know that I am supposed to get up at a certain time, but I don't. I get up late, and then I am rushing, and then I am late, and then I feel terrible, and I'm doing what I hate. He goes on to, talk about sin and all that good stuff, but that verse there resonated with me deeply because I feel the same way. And then I feel like when I don't do what I'm supposed to do, it just starts like, what is it? An avalanche of doing all the crap you're not supposed to do. For instance, I am not supposed to have the ice cream, but I'm gonna eat the ice cream. Now I eat the ice cream, I might as well have a piece of cake, and dang, I done just already jacked it up. So I might as well have bad dinner. And then the next day, I ate so bad I don't feel like going to the gym, so I'm not gonna go to the gym. But since I didn't go to the gym today, I'm just gonna go on and eat terrible again. And it just creates this cycle. It's just cyclical. And it's not just with food, it's with I'm not gonna complain. But then something happens and I just need to vent because that's what we use, right? I just need to vent. So then I end up venting, and then that turns into just complaining. And then it's just a snowball of complaining. And then here I am. I don't understand myself.
And you do what you hate.
I feel like the Apostle Paul. I want to do right, but I just don't be doing it. And now I do what I hate. So yeah, struggle bus. What do y'all struggle with? Help me out. Help me to feel like it's not just me.
I feel like sometimes, especially when you're younger, it's when I was in my 20s, I was very hard-headed. Because somebody says something, I'm going to do the opposite because I'm grown and can't nobody tell me what to do, and you don't know me, and whatever other excuse I can come up with. So with me, it was a lot of just not wanting the other person to be right, or just not wanting to listen and just wanting to do what I wanted to do.
Right.
Yeah.
Even though that's not what you should do.
Right.
So yours is more defiant.
Okay, I know what you mean, Courtney. I almost wrecked my mama's car one time because of some mess like that. I was driving her car. She had this big Cadillac. I mean, this huge Cadillac DeVille. And I needed to make a U-turn. Now, she's sitting in the passenger seat on her phone. She was like, you can't make that turn. And then got back on the phone. I was like, I can't. I almost hit a telephone pole. Oh, my goodness. I was like, well, this will be the last time I drive this, I guess.
Oh, my gosh.
I was grown.
And, baby, what do you struggle with?
Everything. Mine is it's just knowing that I'm going through the same cycle and just saying, oh, well, I'll try again next week.
Yeah,
Or
I
relying
do
on my
that.
excuses. Like, one of the things, like, if you're someone who is sensitive to like changes, seasonal changes, you need structure, you need some type of formal routine. And when you get out of that, the further and further I get away from that routine, the harder it is for me to snap back into it. And
Yeah.
I think it's more of those things where it's like based off of habit. They say if you do something, I want to say 21 days in a row, then you will be consistent. And if I can be consistent, and do the upkeep, do the maintenance, do the work, if I can create a plan or action plan, then I can do the best that I can. And sometimes we think that our best is like going to Mount Everest, going on a hike to Mount Everest, and like being the best athlete or being the best cook or being the best mom or being the best employee, whatever it is. Like, we want to, when we say we're going to accomplish something, we say we have to do it at the maximum end.
Yeah.
And if we do it at the maximum end, we tend to regress away from that the ultimate goal. So that's my problem in a nutshell. But not
yes. When you said everything, that hit my heart because I feel like that's what it is. Like, I can't just give you one thing that I specifically struggle with. Like, but I think a lot of it for me is preparation. Because if I prepared better, then I feel like life would be so much easier. Like, I know if I have something to do the next morning, get your clothes ready the night before. I don't do that. And then the next morning I'm up rushing. I know that I want to have a green smoothie in the morning, but if I have to be somewhere at 8:00 and I'm waking up to go get in the shower at like 7:15, baby girl, you already know. But again, and I tell myself, oh, I can do it. I can do it today, and then I'll do better tomorrow, and then I'll do better tomorrow, and then I don't do better the next day. So I just feel like this is something that just follows me around in life. But I know exactly what I need to do. I just don't do it. Again, I don't really understand myself.
I think for me, in terms of knowing what's best to do what's best, that also falls into my relationships. So, like, for instance, if I know that I need to call my grandma at least once a week so that she's gonna be happy, I don't do that. I mean, I call her, but I don't, and I think she'll be fine. I mean, she hasn't complained, but in my mind, I'm like, what's best would be to call her at least once a week. Yeah. Or like in romantic relationships, I'd be like, I know he ain't no good for me, but I'm doing what I feel like doing. So I'm gonna just be with him right now. So I feel like I know that it's not the best, but for me, it falls back into like not even like habit, but just like that's what I feel like doing. So I guess that's
it. That's it. That's what I feel like doing. It's like that instant gratification where going to the gym, if you go afterwards, you're gonna feel good. But right now, this warm bed feels better. Instant gratification. I can go back to sleep for 15 more minutes. Or, you talk about the relationship, it would probably be better if I didn't. However, instant gratification, I'm getting something from this. This is feeding something to my soul, so I'm gonna stick with it. It's that instant gratification. Let me clear that up
because I'll be doing.
I know.
Example. This one time, this guy picked me up at the gas station. I was like, this probably ain't real good. This probably not what's best. It's dark. I probably shouldn't give him my contact information, but I was like, okay. I mean, let's see how this. I'm gonna give you my email address. If he's thirsty enough, he gonna email me. Well, his throat was parched because he emailed me. And I did go to breakfast with him, and I was like, what I wanted to do. So I mean, thankfully, nothing bad happened. I lived to tell about it.
You know what? That brings up a good point, though. Because here's the thing, Clarissa, you should have said no.
Yeah.
And you get instant gratification from that too, because you don't want the conflict of saying no. So I'm just gonna say yes, so I have to deal with it, and hopefully you won't call me, contact me, email me, whatever, and I'll just have to deal with it when it comes around. So sometimes avoiding conflict, sometimes you just need to have the conflict, go ahead and do it. Do what you know you need to do so that you don't have to worry about it later. But it gives us that instant gratification. Again, I dodged that. I don't have to be combative. I don't know if he's going to try to cuss me out if I say no, because unfortunately in our society, a lot of men do not deal with rejection well. So yeah, I think that can be a part of it too. Maybe just take one small thing and start there and switch it up, change it up. For me, if I have to be somewhere at 8 o'clock, maybe, baby girl, let's get up at 6. Let's not do 7:15. Let's start there. Or if your diet is just terrible, maybe you can just add in a green smoothie and take
That's what
out.
I'm gonna do after I get them Oreos that Courtney was eating. I'm gonna buy some vegetables too.
I think the point is, let's all take baby steps together. You can join us in our fight to do what's best instead of doing the ratchet, raggedy choices, okay? We'll see you guys next time on the CRAVE podcast.